absolutely 100% completely free. In fact, you can leave your credit card in your wallet because you're not going to need it. But it's the little things that will often hurt you, maybe more often. Things that your audience simply is not aware of.
Like what?
Larry, let's say you make a late payment on your mortgage. If you pay just 30 days late, someone with a credit score of 780, which is a great credit score, it will take an entire 3 years to recover, and that's only if you catch up that 30-day late payment.
Wait, 3 years for one single late payment?
I know, it's hard to believe, right? And what if that 30-day late payment isn't actually correct? It's wrong. The last recognized study on credit report accuracy was performed in 2012 by the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission. And in that study, the FTC found that 1 in 5 consumers had at least one error on their credit reports.
That's around 50 million in America. That's a huge portion of our audience watching right now.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Larry. In 2015, the FTC did a follow-up study and discovered that those who reported an unresolved error on one of their credit reports still believe that the disputed information is still inaccurate. And get this, Larry, the credit reporting agencies cannot tell the difference between an accurate credit report and one that contains errors. They are not your lender. They're not the source of the information that resides on your credit reports.
So they're the warehouse.
Absolutely right. They're the warehouse. And when it comes right down to it, only you, the borrower, the consumer, can tell the difference between something that's accurate and something that is inaccurate on your credit reports. And only you can ask for that false information to be corrected.
And if you don't ask, no one's going to bother to know or bother to correct the errors, and you're the one that gets penalized.
You cannot assume that your credit reports are great just because you always pay your bills on time. The only way to know for sure is to check them.
John, what's the craziest piece of information you've ever seen in a consumer's credit report?
Well, I have actually seen, Larry, credit reports showing a consumer to be dead.
And they were alive. And they had no clue that one of their lenders reported them dead to a credit bureau?
They were very much alive, and you are correct. They did not have a clue. In fact, the only way they found out about it was when they went to apply for credit, and the lender denied them because their credit report listed them as being deceased. And, of course, logically, deceased people can't apply for credit.
Stephen in Washington, D.C., you're on the line. What's your question for John?
I've learned more about credit on your show than I ever knew.
Thank you, Stephen. That's very nice of you. Look, this stuff is not taught in schools, and when you're young and receive your first credit card, guess what's missing? There is no instruction manual that comes with it. The road to maintaining good credit is filled with landmines, but it doesn't have to be that way.
Well, I've got to do something to get out my financial mess. So what's the solution?
Stefan, there is a solution. It's real, it's affordable, and it's so simple. John, you have found this little book, Credit Secrets, that you believe has the power to really turn people's financial lives around.
I have.
And you're not the author of the book.
I am not, Larry.
Well, then why would you appear on this show talking about a book you didn't write?
Larry, it's simple. You've heard just a handful of stories tonight, and there are many more. Credit has been my career, almost 26 years. I know how having bad credit can affect your family, your marriage, your health, and I want people to get the help that they need inexpensively and in a way that they can really use it for great results. And look, I have seen a lot of companies in the industry promise the so-called silver bullet, miracle solution, guaranteed instant fix. And in most cases, they're going to take your hard-earned money and you're going to get very little resolved. When I sat down and read Credit Secrets, I felt it was the answer to most people's problems. It's so simple that with a little bit of work and perseverance, anybody can do it, and I have seen the results. The book was written by a husband and wife who each went through their own credit crisis, and their hard work is a gift to anyone who reads it and wants to get the credit nightmare off their back.
Here's what other people just like you discovered that changed their financial life.
I really started learning how credit works. And so what I love about Credit Secrets is that it gave me the tool to understand the credit game. And you can't play the game if you don't know the rules.
I started working the program. I sent all of the letters. I did all of the